Can a $14 trench coat off Amazon completely change the appearance of this figure right here? Well, let's find out. That's right, this is a wired trench coat and I got it off Amazon. It was only $14. I was pretty surprised to find out that it actually was wired. A few of the other ones I saw on there didn't have wires, and it also has this cool little strap, which we're probably going to use to make it look a little bit more swooshy. And I know exactly which figure I want to put this on. Granted, in the movie, this is how Blade looked, and this figure does have some really cool posability, but it's Blade. I feel like he just needs a trench coat.
Purchase your tracks today.
Now, I already know some people aren't going to like the idea of mixing soft goods with their Marvel Legends, but I personally have no problem with it. And especially for the fact that, in my opinion, Blade just needs a trench coat. Even my Lego minifigure Blade has a trench coat. Now, we're going to have to see on the longevity of this. Hopefully it doesn't flake too bad because it is not real leather. But we're not going to be doing any crazy poses on the shelf long term because the little hip holster on Blade I feel like would probably break anyways if you left his leg in some crazy pose. So let's just go ahead and figure out how to get this thing on there. I know we're going to have to remove all of his accessories, and luckily this little holster thing is really easy to get the weapon off. You just push his leg up and it pretty much falls right off. It does look great the way it's on there, just not the most sturdy. So that's one thing to keep in mind. I know we're going to have to pull his hands off to figure that out. And the good thing with these Marvel Legends is most of them come with extra hands, so they are pretty easy to go in and out. They are meant to go in and out. You can pop the arm off, or not the arm, the hand in and out very easily. I'm going to stop saying in and out now. I really do like his open palm hand. I think it looks great, especially with the Blade that we are going to give him in this video, because I'm going for more of the old school Blade look, not necessarily the Deadpool and Wolverine look, which was still cool. I just prefer the old school Blade. So grabbing the trench coat, I know we're going to need to kind of get his arms up in the air. Once you hook one arm up and through, luckily with those shoulder pivots, it's not really that hard. You just kind of finagle the arm. You don't really want to stress the coat too much. As you can see, the inside isn't the craziest amount of detail, but you're not really going to see that. Once you get the arm in there, you can kind of lose where the joint is, so you can pull it back and you can see under his shoulders, straighten out his arms, and kind of straighten everything out. Once you also get the hands on there, it really helps figure out where his arms are. You will see the sleeves are a tiny bit short, but that really doesn't bother me. It doesn't matter. It's still a trench coat. It looks great to me, and it kind of shows off his armor underneath, which I think is pretty cool because his suit did look really cool in the Deadpool Wolverine movie. You'll have to let me know what you guys think, how you prefer Blade. I like my Blade with hockey pants, and the cool thing is it's still Wesley Snipes. There's only ever been one Blade, and there's ever only going to be one Blade.
There's only been one Blade. There's only ever going to be one Blade.
And while we're talking about Wesley Snipes, I'm also going to swap the head over for the other head that they give you, the Marvel Legends head with the teeth, a little bit of smile. I think that's just a really cool action pose. It's a cool static standing there pose, especially once you get his sunglasses on. It just screams Blade to me 100%. I think they did a great job on both of these heads, honestly. I also really like the fact that they give you two pairs of sunglasses because you're probably going to lose one. I think that's really nice. They give you two heads, two pairs of sunglasses, and just standing there, he already looks way more like Blade. Just got to work the shoulders around, kind of get the arms back into that natural posing position. And yeah, with the wire cape, I think you're going to be able to do some super dynamic poses and make it really look like he's actually flying through the air, moving quickly. I think it adds a lot more life to your figure, and I definitely think it is worth it. I don't think the sword is going to work back there. I think it's going to push out a little bit. We're still going to try because I don't know if you guys are like that, but if a figure has an accessory, I like knowing that it's on there. It bugs me knowing that it's not there, but for this, I think we are going to pull the sword out because it is going to make his back look a little bit too weird. And I really want the trench coat to fit a little bit tighter and more snug to the body. It is bulky. It's meant to fit all kinds of 1/12 figures, so I get that. But anyways, I think that's pretty cool. And not doing a ton of trying, just doing some basic posing right here. You can see that the wires really gives you a ton of ability to put the coat wherever you want it, make it look like he's swinging, grabbing his gun, doing an action move, it really gives a lot more life to the figure, I feel like, and I feel like it would just suck if you got the one without the wire. So I'll make sure to put a link for this coat in the description, because there's one for like $12 that doesn't have a wire, so make sure you're getting the one that's a little bit more expensive. I also have a different sword that we're going to be giving him. If you know what this is from, type it in the comments. That'll be another video coming up soon, but I think it looks a little bit more like his blade from the older movies, and it just screams blade now. Now this dude looks like he's ready to go hunt some vampires. I think this is totally just, it adds so much more life. It gives him way more of a presence, I feel like, on the shelf, which I think is exactly what he was missing. He was just kind of boring standing there without the coat, and now he really screams blade. I think this is super cool. We're gonna get him over on the spinny table, do some different poses with him, some different lighting, and I think it's really just gonna bring to life this figure, and I think it is totally worth it. Now he's a little over a $30 figure, but he looks absolutely fantastic. It hides all the weird little joints and shoulder things. But let's check him out with a less distracting background. And oh yeah, this figure looks absolutely freaking fantastic now. I am so impressed. Even though you can't see the front of him right now, just the back, it looks like he's standing there in the wind. He looks absolutely freaking menacing. This is a definite win. I am super happy with how this little trench coat turned out. And with the wire in there, the posing is endless with how you want to have the coat. If you want it looking like he's jumping through the air, I think this is going to be a super neat thing. And I know another figure that 100% needs a little trench coat upgrade, so you might see that here in this video as well. And as you can see here in a different pose, it really, like I said, brings to life the figure. It puts a lot of motion. It shows the force that he is swinging with, and there's some other little accessories here that if you guys want to see a video on those, we can make a video on that as well. But I think this is 100% what he was missing. I know I've said that multiple times now, but I just can't get over how good that looks. I think that is, if you've got a figure that you want him to have a coat, if he's got a coat that's molded or something like that, make sure you're checking this out, because look at that. He's flying through the air. It looks like he is dropping down. This is 100% what you need. And I'm going to stop saying 100%. I'm sorry. And like I said, there's another figure in mind, and I think you already know who it's going to be. Doesn't that make a difference? He's got a mean look just standing there. Wherever you put him, especially with the collar flared up compared to Blade, I had his kind of pushed down more. The Punisher's kicked up, and it just looks badass, especially with the exposed arms there. He's got a baseball bat, because you know he likes the baseball bat. And seeing the two of them stand together is just badass. I think if you've got a figure that you want a trench coat upgrade, even if it's a custom figure, this is the way to go. Make sure to click the link in the description to find it. And I would love to hear what you guys think about this trench coat. Would you buy it if you have a figure that needs a trench coat? If you enjoy a good scale sticker like I do, then head over to the link in the description of this video, and you'll find the SVP store where you can get some sweet SVP stickers. You can slap them on any RC car. There's also some limited edition ones. They look really cool, and you can pick them up while supplies last.